All right, here we go. I wanted to give you a little explanation on the video before we start. I'm going to play it, and the slowed down part, lesson, tutorial, whatever you want to call it, it's going to follow in a separate video because those take a while. You can slow it down with the video settings. I'm sure you know how to do that, hopefully. And just see where I am, what positions I'm in. And that'll give you something to work with until I get the rest of the tutorial done. Those things are time consuming, and I just, I hate to go note by note. So I'll just kind of slow it down and show you the key parts. Structurally and note-wise, it's an easy song. Where this song will kick your butt is the rhythm. His pace is so fast, it's unreal. So the whole song's like that. To keep up is pretty tough. After this section, after I play it, I'll go through some of the key Jimi'isms that I loved. And after playing this song for a couple of weeks, I still find things that I missed. And it's astonishing, I sit there and go, how did I miss that note? He's going so fast you can't hear it. And your ear is trained to hear the old Jimmy chord, Once you hear that chord, you forget about it. But he doesn't play that chord just like he always does, so you'll enjoy that. And then on top of that, sometimes I wonder if he doesn't have somebody in the studio hitting his fuzz exactly when he wants it. But if he's doing it, he's hitting his fuzz right on the beat. He's hitting it off the beat. He turns it on and off right on the beat. Everything is so precise. So anyway, hope you enjoy it and you get something that you can use on your own. It gets boring real quick to play a song note for note all the time. Believe me, I get to the end of these things where I get to the point of diminishing returns, and I might be able to play it 3 or 4 times, and every time I'll make some type of little mistake. So I just got to get it out there. But to play it over and over again for weeks gets old, and then by the time I'm ready to do the video, I'm tired of the song. But anyway, I still love this song, and you'll love it too, so here we go. Alright, let's talk a few Jimi'isms. Some of my favorites that I got out of this song are pretty cool, but I'll get into more detail on the step-by-step tutorial, which I'm going to try to go through that as fast as I can, because you just basically have to watch what I was doing and try to figure it out. It's good practice to do it by ear, but there's a lot of them, but I'll go through my favorites. One thing he does a lot, besides it just being a basic song, like, and then so he does pretty much the same thing over and over, but he always changes it up, you know, which makes it more interesting. But he'll change his rhythm constantly, and he's going with the snare perfectly, which kills me the way he goes. And of course his guitar sounds so crisp all the time. It's amazing how right on he is with the drummer, the snare. One of my favorites was he's able to make two notes just growl, and you know how that, where he goes, this one right here. Listen to that and you'll hear the growl. I love the way he can take two notes and make those things growl. Another thing he does a lot in this one, which was new to me because I'm always bending strings like this, G and B. Well, he's... And the reason I know he's doing it on the same fret with two fingers, because he'll bend it and vibrate it and then slide down. Like... Another thing he does, which is similar to what he does all the time, but he hits a lot of open strings. A and D in this case, and the E, but kind of like Purple Haze, he'll do that. He'll hit open strings in Purple Haze, but like this one here. Now you could play it. But the way he's going so fast and so fluidly is he's doing this. So it's really difficult to go. To jump back to that D. So he'll go. It's the open D. He always plays in different positions. It'll sound the same, and you have to figure out what position he's in. And then... But here's my favorite one. Here's my favorite Jimi'ism out of all of them. You know, where he goes... And then you've done so much Jimmy that you would probably just think, okay, well, I got this one. Something like that, right? What he's actually doing is changing it up, and it's not easy. He's hitting the open D, but then he hits the D sharp to make it major. And he doesn't hit the bass note each time either. He does this. So that's one of my favorites. And then he hits the fuzz where he's going. Oh, he hits an open A on that one too. He goes. Then he goes right into the fuzz. This was the one that's almost impossible. Jimmy's the only one I know that can do it. You guys might be able to do it. But this one was killer. He's on this. You think it's just hammer-ons? When you watch me do it, it looks like it's just hammer-ons. But I swear I'm trying to do what he's doing. He's doing these triplets. So he goes. He goes. He's doing these quick triplet hammer-ons. It's just, and that's why it sounds so cool. See my little finger trying to go as fast as I can. He does this one where he goes, and it took me forever to figure that one out. He hits this note in there to make it sound different, but he does it so fast that you can't really put it in there. I don't know how he does it. And this is kind of like a jazz minor seventh with the bass skipping the A string. So you go. He does that sometimes. So you change the rhythm right there. He just goes. He hits his fuzz again. And he really doesn't, he hits it twice, but he doesn't sound like he hits his string twice. And then one other one, and then we'll stop, is that when he goes, he's able to play all three of those notes. And then get off of the D string and isolate the G string. I don't know how he does it. I cut my finger trying to do that stuff. You'll hear it where he. One other one that I forgot, where he's after the solo, which the solo is really hard to play clean. Right after this. He hits a triplet there. But he's going so fast. For a long while, I was just hitting 2 notes. It still doesn't sound right. Go listen to it, and it'll help your ear training, because you may not have caught some of those things. Anyway, it's Jimmy. All right, we'll get to the part 2 here in a little while. Might take me a few days. Talk to you guys later.